Hello and welcome. I am Beetle92 and today we're going to be playing RimWorld on the latest update Alpha 13. This is my very first YouTube Let's Play series. Hopefully it'll be the first of a long-running series and the first of many series. Today we're going to be playing, as I said, RimWorld, which is, for those of you who don't know, an awesome sci-fi colony survival simulator game. I am playing with several mods enabled here. You can just see really quickly all the mods that I've enabled. Most of them are relatively small things. We'll get into them and what they do as we actually encounter them in the game. So let's just dive right in. I've already gone to the trouble of selecting our colonists because I don't really think that's the interesting part of the game. So we're just going to dive right into the interesting part of the game, which for me is the initial setup. We are playing on a desert, if I remember correctly, temperate forest? Is this temperate forest? Yeah, this looks like temperate forest. Wow, this is super mountainous. I chose mountainous intentionally, but this is extremely mountainous. Alright, let's just go ahead and unforbid all of these. Unforbid, unforbid, unforbid. I just want to get all of the original starting materials. Go ahead and unforbid them. Oh wow, that's... We just spawned right next to some Muffalo and some Warg. What is our pet? We have a pet cat. I've never had a pet cat before in this game. Let's see what it can do. Decent market value, meat amount. It's got no trainable intelligence, really? Wow. You can't train it to do anything. That is awful. I would just kill it for food if it wasn't bonded to Virgil over here. So let's go ahead and start off with our priorities. Everyone firefights. Who are our doctors? Well, you both can be doctors. You'll be the backup doctor and you'll be the primary doctor. And the doctors will doctor before they patient. Everyone flicks. Warden. Yeah, we'll let you warden. You will handle, there's nothing else to do. You'll cook. We need to assign hunters. We'll give you a knife just so it's not sitting on the ground. Eric has no... Actually, we won't give you the knife. We'll give you the knife, and I guess you'll take the pistol even though you can't really use it, and you'll take the survival rifle. So Virgil will be our hunter. He's going to be the only person hunting. I don't really want to set... We'll set other people to construction if there is anything else to do, just so, like, walls and stuff. I don't want them to construct beds, but they can do walls just fine. We'll leave that at 3 for now. Mining, yes, you can mine. Everyone mines if there's nothing else to do. Everyone plant cuts if there's nothing else to do. We will let the blacksmith do the majority of our smithing. We won't let him art. He doesn't art. And that looks good to me. Alright, so let's survey our situation. We've got a nice big closed off area. I like this. We're probably going to build a wall right across there and make this our base. We got a geothermal vent right there, which is really nice. We've got Muffalo that we can tame. I'll probably end up trying to tame a couple of these Muffalo. Ship part. Rich soil right there. Do we have rich soil right there? Good. Is there any rich soil in here? No? Okay. Well, that's fine. That's no biggie. We'll just use this as our primary farming and a little bit right there. Another geyser over there. Where is the hidden danger? Can we see that? I don't know if we could see that. No. Alright, so we'll just start off. Stockpile. Let's get our stockpile going. If we're gonna have this be our primary base, we should move everything inside. So we'll put our stockpile right there. Dumping stockpile zone. We'll just put it over there to the side, and we'll make it nice and big so we don't have to touch it for a while. I really want to tame that grizzly bear. Taming a grizzly bear is a double-edged sword. Oh, that might be the thing. Just because it takes so much food, but if you release it to attack your enemies, it does so much damage. Alright, steel wall. Let's go with wood for the initial construction, because steel is probably going to be a little bit more expensive / rare in the initial. Wood there. Wooden door. Growing zone. What's our growing zone? 6 to spring, 6 to fall. Alright, that sounds fine. And then I want this... Oh, no, crap. This will be potatoes, and this will be corn. For those of you who don't know, the different soil qualities affect how quickly crops grow and the yield that they produce. Or at least I know they affect how quickly they grow. I'm not sure they affect the total yield value at the end. But if by affecting how quickly they grow, they're essentially boosting the food per day that you're getting out of it. And corn has very high yield but very low grow times, so you really want to use rich soil for corn as opposed to like potatoes. Everything grows better in rich soil. I think corn just gets more of a boost from it, if I'm not mistaken. Or there's something about it that makes it, you want to make sure that it grows in rich soil, if at all possible. So we're going to go ahead and make, let's instead do this. Yeah, that sounds better. We're going to cordon off this area. And I kind of want to cordon off this. The only thing is that if we're growing out here, wild animals, wild animals will come and eat the crops, and we kind of want to avoid that. But there might not be a lot we can do about that right now. We can grow in here, but again, there's not the rich soil, so. And not that it matters that much, but it's something. It's something. So we'll go ahead and set up some sleeping spots, just so they have somewhere to sleep, and they know to sleep inside. We will, I don't want to set up power production quite yet. What else do we need to do? Butcher table, we should probably do that at some point. Let's have them do this for now. And then mining, we do want to mine out. It probably would actually be better to put our initial setting over here. Let's go ahead and do that. This was a bad spot for it. Because wherever we initially set up is going to be the front of our long-term base. So if we set it up over here, then we could just expand that way into the mountains. So let's go ahead and instead put our wooden wall here, and we'll just cordon off this area. And I'll go ahead and tell them to make wooden beds. Apparently wooden beds, I didn't know this, I looked this up the other day, wooden beds have a higher beauty modifier than steel beds do. So if you have the resources, wooden beds are apparently better. They're less durable, but unless they get set on fire or something like that, it doesn't really matter. I tried making beds out of granite. That has a huge negative, not a huge, but it's like 90% rest effectiveness compared to wooden bed. So if it would be 100%, it'd be 90%. Yeah, people don't like to sleep on just a slab of stone, apparently. And I forgot to put a doorway here, so let's go ahead and get a steel door. Good. I don't think we need power just yet. They're happy, busy doing this. Having this be that far away is kind of it's not great, but it'll be okay. It'll work out. And I want to go ahead and let's start taming some buffalo. We want to get as many of the females as we can, and then one male, just so because the female buffalo produce milk, obviously, and the male buffalo don't, and I really want to get the milk production out of them so that they're also contributing to our food stores. Because otherwise they're basically just, you put food in, you get meat out if you want to slaughter them, and otherwise you get wool. But if they produce milk, then at least you're getting some return on investment on foodstuffs. And you can use it to create fine cooked meals, which we should go ahead and... Actually, first things first is probably going to want an inside storage area. So let's go ahead and designate a stockpile zone right here. And we'll set that as preferred, so it's prioritized over this stockpile zone, so that'll be back up. And where is our constructor? What is he doing? Blacksmith man, you're hauling wood. Okay, so you're doing your job. Let's go ahead. I'm going to cancel those beds until he finishes that. A big thing with this game that I found is you never want to issue too many orders to your colonists, because they're very bad about... You have an internal prioritization in your head of, well, obviously I want them to do this first and then this. Your colonists don't. They just kind of choose randomly, I have found. So you really want to be careful how many jobs you give them. Yeah, see, that just hit. I have to go in and expand no roof area. And this is going to need to get revised all the time as we expand our base. because it views this whole place as just one big room now, and it's a room that it'll try to roof in, and it won't be able to. But it'll put roofs on the edges, and that'll decrease the total light value. And we have a little bit of critters in here. We want to go ahead and hunt those. We're going to want to hunt the grizzly bear, but I'm going to leave off that for a little while, just because it'll probably attack us back. Let's go ahead and restrict the cat to home. I wish the cat, like, historically, cats were used for at least, like, rat hunting, right? So shouldn't our cat be useful for something? Because right now, all he is a mood boost. Like, he nuzzles people to improve their mood, and he's bonded to someone, which increases that guy's mood. It doesn't do anything else. Dogs, you can at least, like, I think all dogs, I found, you can train them in release so that they will go attack people. And ones like Labrador Retrievers, ah crap, they don't know to sleep inside because I don't have sleeping spots enabled. Let's go ahead and see if we can't get you to sleep inside. Yeah, you're going. Packaged survival meals are fine. A tortoise. I've heard people do tortoise farming. I haven't tried that yet, but I hear it's a thing. I think buffalo, if we could get, I don't know, I'm leaning towards like farm animals. Wild boars are okay. You get a fair amount of leather and meat out of them, but they don't produce, we do want to get those survival meals. They don't produce milk or anything, or wool. I really want my animals that I farm to produce wool, or milk, or eggs, or something. Like iguanas. Iguanas actually in this game produce eggs, and you can just eat the eggs. Which is a little... I've never heard of anyone in real life farming iguanas for their eggs, but hey, who am I to judge? So we want to set up... One of the first things that we want to do is get a freezer set up. We want one of those pretty quickly, just so that when we start harvesting food, because we can start hunting and harvesting really as soon as we want to, but we need a freezer first, or it's just going to go to waste, especially meat. Meat in particular will go to waste very, very quickly. So we'll do medicine, that, and animal corpses. And we're going to need power if we're going to set up a freezer. So, you know, it has the capacity to actually run the cooler. We'll set that up here. We'll probably get hit. I've been hit with heat waves a lot in this game early on, but I've been playing a lot in like arid shrubland, which I think has a much higher chance to generate heat waves. Yeah, and we'll see they've got the growing down already, and we're just going to grow. We're not going to focus on any other crops right now, because I want to really maximize their efficiency early on. We don't want to grow cotton right now. We don't want to really grow heel root, although we are going to run out of medicine quite possibly if we... oh, god damn it, bear. That bear just ate my squirrel. That was not for you. But yeah, we'll probably run out of medicine before spring comes because we're not growing heel root, but I really want to get... I really want them to get their... you know what, we'll just... It's not a lot. We'll do a 6x6 of heel root. That won't take too much time. Although we are going to need to kill off all this wildlife here just so they don't eat our heel root. You're not a good shot, Virgil. I'm going to help you out. I will manually control you. There, kill it. He missed the first shot. That's really sad. Yeah, see, and we're going to need to either tame or kill all of this too. And I really want to get this wall set up. We need to build a wall. We need probably more steel, so we're going to go ahead and order mining here. We are going to want to expand this, so we're going to go ahead and order that. We are going to want to put a door in on both these sides. What are you doing? You're hauling steel to the blueprint. Okay. I'm going to take my hands off and just let him work for now, because he is going to be running these jobs for quite some time. He's got a lot of construction to go. We might want to assign someone else to do... Well, no, they both do construction. They're just having other things. Yeah, they haul before they construct, and there's a lot of hauling jobs left to be done, so they're not going to do that anytime soon. Yep. I like this geyser vent. This is a really good place for a geothermal. That's not bad. We could tunnel through and get it set up, but this one, I mean, that's basically just power. Once we have it unlocked, that's just an uninterrupted power supply that people aren't really going to be able to mess with unless they actually break through, and if they've broken all the way through here, we're probably going to be in trouble anyways. So, that sounds fine to me. There's a ship chunk we can deconstruct. We're going to have to do that eventually. Components I found. If you guys don't know, if you haven't played since... Ooh, what's that? What is Jade? That is new to me. If you guys haven't played in the new update, Alpha 13, they added components which you use to build most like electronics and complicated machinery, and I found them in my own playing to be a pretty limiting factor on what you could build. So any ship chunks you see which you could deconstruct into components, you definitely want to do that. There's another geothermal. There's actually a lot of geothermal on this map. That's not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 5 anywhere? Is there a 5th? I don't know if there's 5th. I don't know. We'll probably find... There's so much goddamn mountain. I'm sure we'll find something interesting and fun in there if we do enough exploratory mining. Oh, we need to get... I forgot to actually build beds for you guys. So let's go ahead and build beds. Let's chop a little bit of wood just so you guys don't run out of wood. We'll definitely chop all the wood that's in there. Actually, just cut plants. Cut all the plants that are in there. You have to clear out the grass, but whatever. That's not that much time. I'm going to jump to speed 3 just while they're asleep. I want to play mostly on speed 2 because I think on speed 3 I'm a lot more likely to miss things and make mistakes. And I just want to say right now, I am not the best RimWorld player. If you're looking for super pro RimWorld strats and gameplay, that's not me. I have played it a fair amount. I played mostly in, I think, Alpha 12. And then I stopped playing for a little while. Just because I kind of burned out on the game a little bit, and then when I heard about Alpha 13 and everything they'd added, I got really excited and I want to come back to it. But I have not put in a ton of time, so please forgive me if I make any horrible noobish mistakes. I'm going to use a fueled stove here over an electric stove, just because, again, components are really rare, and especially on this map where we actually have a decent amount of forests. The wood cost for the fueled stove isn't that bad. On maps like deserts and tundras or ice sheets, God forbid, wood is a lot more expensive, or is a lot more rare and more valuable, so there's a really strong argument to be made for electric stoves, but on a map where wood isn't super rare, I think fueled stove is just better. And they added, if you are someone who hasn't played in the new Alpha 13 update, they added this fuel generator, which just constantly produces a power output of 1,000 watts and takes about 100 units of wood per every 6 days or so. I have mixed feelings on it. I think it's a really, really good backup source if, you get like an eclipse, or if for some reason you lose access to your solar panels and your wind turbines. It's really good to have it as backup. But I don't really like it as a primary so much, just because it takes resources. It's not free. It's like solar panels, we plop it down and it just works forever, until something goes horribly wrong. The fuel generators, they require wood every now and then. And again, on a map like this, we have lots and lots of wood. That's not as big a cost, but, still. And I think it does have a slightly, because solar generators produce 1,700 watts for half the day. So that works out to 850 watts averaged, and fuel generators make 1,000 watts average because it's 1,000 watts constant. So fuel generators do produce more power output, but again, they have that initial cost. Okay, a scout from the Banistra of the Mountain is visiting the colony. She's named Born. That's a really uninventive name. Let's look at our factions. I'm curious. Cowboys Cliff, Outlander Town, Taxo of Barracuda. Wow, okay, so we've actually got someone visiting who, they aren't hostile, but they're pretty close. If we killed this woman, or I assume it's a woman, I don't know, it might be a guy. they would probably go hostile. So let's super not do that. Yeah, female warrior. Alright, I don't think we have anything to trade, but we might as well check. Tispin, you are our social person, so let's have you go trade with Born. We'll designate those for hauling. Oh, cool. I didn't notice, but they apparently have managed to work their way out. Okay, what do you have? We can sell your components, and we can buy a pila, a spear, some herbal medicine, and some berries. I'll buy the herbal medicine, but I don't really want to buy anything else. Let's have you haul that. And let's see how the construction is going. The blacksmith is still... Okay, we're gonna... Plant cut. He shouldn't... Why does he not... He's doing the plant cutting before he's doing... Oh, he was probably doing the power conduit. That's why he was cutting that. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so we'll just let him do his job. We are going to want to hunt down those animals, of course. There's a warg. Some people really like wargs as pets. My problem with them is this. The diet is just raw meat and corpses. So that's kind of a problem. But, you know. And I have a little bit more time in this recording session. I'm going to be going for about 30-minute videos. Every episode should be around 30 minutes. And my goal is to upload one of these a day. So if you really like this content, if you want to see more of it, good news, you are in luck. There is going to be more of it about once a day. So, you know, that's good. That's good. I'm happy about it. I'm excited. I'm super excited for this. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope that anyone who's watching this video, and I fully expect this video to get like 10 views total, but hey, I'm doing this mostly for me, just as something to do. But if you are really excited and you're interested in this playthrough and you want to watch more of it, you will be able to do that. And like I said, this is going to be this is the first video in hopefully a long-running series of this game, and hopefully it's the first series in multiple series. I actually kind of want to branch out and play not only this, but also play maybe a little bit of Enter the Gungeon, some EU4, No Promises, games that I like to play, which is mostly like strategy games. So, you know, that'll be fun. We're in a little bit of a rest period. They're all asleep. I want to check handling. Has he been trying to tame them? I haven't been noticing. Female, 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 male. If we could get those four, that'd be pretty good. And let's... I'm not going to hunt until this gets set up. Just because it'll probably go to waste. Yeah, we really... This needs to be a high priority. This needs to get set up. So we're just going to follow Eric around and see what he's doing and see what we can convince him. Kulin! No. No, I don't think so. I think we're going to call it Canyon Town, because we're in a little bit of a crevice. This colony is now known as Canyon Town. We got our battery up and running, although it's not actually connected. He's finishing that. Prioritize working on that, please. Already constructing. Prioritize. And there we go. Alright, so now let's make sure this is set to... Oh! He just ate one of our packaged survival meals? Okay, he has to die. I'm worried about this, though. I'm a little bit worried about this. We need to kill him. But I'm not sure how this is going to go down. So let's go ahead. Alright, you can't even... No, if she's... She can't even frickin' attack him. We're gonna have to kill these eventually, but I don't know. The thought of taking them on right now is not appetizing. It's not pleasant. So let's clear the no roof area so it can actually be roofed and have the temperature start ticking down. Now that we have a proper freezer, we can go ahead and order them to cook simple meals. We'll just say do until you have 60. And we're also going to want to set up a butcher's table. Yeah, this is fine. We'll set it up here. Mad animal. Well, just don't go outside. Problem solved. I feel like the mad animal should attack other animals and not just humans. Like, if it's truly gone, like, rabid. Like, if the justification is that it's gone rabid or something, then it should attack other humans. Or not other humans, other animals. But it doesn't really do that. Let's go ahead and expand the home area just so it properly covers all of this. Mostly because if a fire starts in any of this area, we do want it to be taken care of. Yeah, see, it's burning down trees, and I want that wood. So, we're going to try to avoid that if possible. And let's go ahead. That stockpile zone is probably fine. Oh. Oh, okay. Alright. This could be bad. This could be very bad. Nope. Melee attack. Just try to get him off. No, Virgil! Inside! Run inside! Run inside. Oh god. I wish she could help, but she can't. Because she's not capable of doing violence. Grizzly Bear Revenge. You're the one who started it. This is not revenge. This is you being a dickbag. And again, I apologize if anyone's offended by me, saying crap like dickbag, but that's just kind of how I talk on a day-to-day basis, and changing my vocab. I'm going to keep it to a minimum, but entirely changing my vocabulary to avoid that kind of stuff would be just a little bit too much work than I'm willing to put in. I don't know, if I get flagged or something, I will, of course, take the necessary steps to avoid that. And, okay, you guys need to stay inside. Let's go ahead and because we're going to need this eventually anyways, we're going to expand Area 1, and that'll just be indoors, and we will go ahead and restrict everyone to Area 1. And I'm going to go ahead, I like to do this just because I feel like sometimes, especially in really good beds, when the rest effectiveness is higher, having the full 7 or 8 hours or whatever it is can actually be detrimental because they don't need that much sleep. But that's not always the case. So we will just watch them and see. And they'll still sleep. The thing with this setup is that if they need more sleep, they'll still sleep. Like, they won't wake up at 4 and then go back to sleep. But if they don't need... Because when you set it all to sleep, they will actually just stay in bed until the time runs out, which isn't exactly what you want all the time. Alright, so everything's on fire. Great. Oh, my solar panel! Oh, these bears are way, way more trouble than I originally anticipated. And the heel root crop got wiped out. That is really upsetting. Alright, we're going to unrestrict you guys. Go back to unrestricted. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, this is a much bigger problem than I originally anticipated. They're all suffering from... They're going to hit heat stroke really, really soon if they don't already have it. Yeah, heat stroke initial. And they're on fire. Oh boy. Oh boy. That boom rat. That boom rat, though. Oh boy. You know, I have to say I didn't anticipate it being that much of a problem, but the bear attacking the boom rat turned out to be a pretty big frickin' deal. Let's see. Oh my god. Extinguish! Extinguish him! He's on fire! He's dying of burns! Put him out! Oh god, trouble in Firetown. Oh goodness. Oh gracious. Oh me oh my. Oh, this is bad. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Oh, that's... See, what's going to happen now is that battery is going to explode, which is going to make even more fire. And my entire house is going to burn down. And we're already losing... Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Yeah, see, we're losing our stockpile. Everything that's in that stockpile is gonna bonded animals death. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, the game's letting us speed up now, which means it thinks that the problem's not as serious. Okay, so the fire didn't actually cause the battery to explode, but it still did damage it. I think our food supply is dying. Oh, man. This is an auspicious start for my very first YouTube Let's Play, let me tell you. But it wouldn't be a RimWorld game without shit like this happening. And this wasn't even an event that the narrator threw at us. This was just something born of our own idiocy. Tyspin and Virgil both have infections. Ah, man. Wow. We got messed up. And a Wanderer joins. That's exactly what we need right now, is a Wanderer joining our group. Let's see, he... Actually, I can use my fancy new medical tab. This is one of... I'm sorry I haven't been talking about the mods at all. I'm going to talk about the mods really quick and then wrap this up. This is our medical tab, which just shows us a bunch of medical information. It's more detailed at-a-glance medical information than you get from the base game. This is EDB colonist interface, so this just is an easy way for us to, at a glance, see the visual status of our different colonists. The things you see right here with the gun and the pill and everything, this is pawn state icons, which again is at a glance visual information, because that's what I really like to add mods that do that. And I'm sure there are more that I'm missing, and when I notice them I'll bring them up. But I have to wrap this video up because it's already going really long, so thank you so much for joining me. I really hope to see you guys in the next one. Again, this will hopefully be the first of a long-running series. I really look forward to your comments. I know that there's a lot of stuff that I'm going to need to work on and improve, but I am super duper excited about it. I hope you guys are too. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one.